Hi YouTube and welcome to my channel, Slightly Carnivore-ish. This is Danielle. Today I want to discuss with you my weight loss journey from where I was pretty much growing up my whole life to where I am now and the journey that I'm headed in. Because I haven't reached my destination yet, please believe that. So growing up, we ate a lot of high carb, high sugary foods. So I was always a little chubby girl, and it didn't really start to take effect until I hit 13, 14, when I started, getting hormones and going through all that. It would be at 13 that I reached 200 pounds, and then from there I kind of just didn't pay much attention to my weight. And then when I was 18 years old, I went to the doctors, and it was the last time I could see my childhood doctor. And she had weighed me, and at that point at 18, I was right around 260, 270. However, all my other vitals were really good. So, we went with I'm a healthy fat person, and I had accepted that. And I just moved forward with it. So from there, I kind of went throughout my 20s. At 24, I was put on metformin. I attached a link just so you can kind of get an idea. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it. It was for, at the time I was taking it to get my hormones in balance or my menstruation. I was a 24-year-old woman and was still not getting my period as regularly as it should be. And they were trying to figure out why. The metformin made me really sick, so I couldn't eat. And from there, my weight would fluctuate. This picture here is me at my biggest weight. And from there, I don't know the number that was on the scale. I do know I had purchased a scale, and 350 was the max. And I stepped on it, and it told me there was an error. So at that point, I can't tell you from where I went, but I know that it started to change from there. When I was 27, I met my husband, and then my weight would fluctuate up and down from there. About a year into our relationship, I had dropped my weight. I was 270 when we first met, which would be about 2015. And by that December, I had dropped about 70 pounds, just from not eating out of emotion or habit or because I felt it had to be. I would find out roughly around that time that I was pregnant, and my weight would fluctuate again. I gave birth to my son in June 2016, and from there, my weight had skyrocketed back up to about 270. I wouldn't work out or change my diet or anything, and it would fluctuate up and down until March of 2017, when we would find out that I was pregnant with our daughter. And at that point in time, I had hit 220 pounds, so I dropped a little bit, but was pregnant, so you know how that goes, excuse to gain weight. And our daughter was born in September 2017, and from there I had gotten back up to about 250 pounds. Fast forward a couple months, and we hit Thanksgiving 2017, and on that day I started having extreme abdominal pain, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. So my husband called 911, and I went to the hospital, and long story short, my gallbladder had to come out. If you're hearing this, please, if you can avoid the surgery, do so. It is an essential organ, even though they tell you it's not. Keep everything you have. I've said it before. And so I went and had that done. And during the procedure, as stuff happens sometimes, my pancreas was damaged, and it caused pancreatitis. So from a 2-day stay, it ended up being almost a whole 30 days that I was in the hospital, not able to consume anything. It was a real small soup, Italian ice, liquid diet type of thing. I would go home, and from there, I wouldn't pay much attention. I would lose a little bit more weight from getting sick, but it wasn't anything much. I would deal with that for about 2 years, where my weight would at one point get down to about 170, and I called that my sick weight loss. It wasn't healthy, and I kind of Dr. MD'd myself for a while instead of going back to the doctors, because I felt undiagnosed, and it wasn't a safe feeling. Between trying to take creatine, pig pancreas, because they were unsure if it was IBS or Crohn's or just my pancreas reacting, if there were potential other gallstones. And I didn't want to go through any more surgery. So I kind of self-diagnosed for a while, still dealing with the pain. And when my husband and I decided in May that keto was the best option, 200 pounds was my starting weight, and that's where I was. And it's slowly coming down. As of the beginning of October, we'll be 60 days into Carnivore. Congratulations to us. And it's a proud moment to know that I'm finally in control of my life and how I feel and what I'm consuming, and that I'm not eating out of emotion, and my weight where it is only going to get better. I'm going to get healthier. I still look at the number on the scale, I do, and it fluctuates as it does. Right now we're sitting right around 172, which is down some. It's still not where we want to be. And then my husband came up with a workout routine for me. This is week 2, so I'm still in the very beginning here. But it's simple calisthenics to be able to support my own body weight and to use myself as a support mechanism, so that I can learn to count on myself. And I feel like it's a great idea mentally and physically. So we'll see where the progress goes on that. It is an exciting thing. So day by day. As we all know, like I said, I'm still on this journey, and it's not the final destination. So comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know if you're on a journey, or what your journey is. Is it part of the carnivore diet, or is it just weight loss? Either way, they're both very empowering, mentally and physically, and I take a lot of pride in who I am now compared to who I used to be. On that note, have a great day, everyone.